We've come to our last feature, which is a really cool feature, depending on how creative you can be with it, which is the likert feature. So let's begin. So we're going to add new, and again, it's situated over here, and it's likert. Like I said, it's just a fancy word for tables. You just have rows and columns. And for this one, I just decided to go with like a language arts question. So I'm going to use it as a peer review. Like you can be creative. Like, I mean, you can have the statements be I can statements, and these can be agree, strongly agree. You can also have you can use it for grammar, modals, and you can have like can, could, should, must up here, and then have different statements, and they can choose this way. I mean, just be creative with it. And so you enter all of your your statements, and you have the students rank their position on the statements. Now, like I said, you can be creative on this. I think what's really neat is that you can use this for things of this sort, like a checklist, like I mentioned before, I can statements. I had some grammar examples. But what's neat is that if it's digitized and you just you have this in your bank, you can then you can print it if you want to give it to the students, just as like an isolated question. It doesn't have to be part of a long form. It can just be a form with just this. Any of these questions can be used in isolation if you like. And the fun part is that it's done. You can then print it, you can add to it, you can modify it, you can share it, whatever. So that's really, really neat. So again, notice how it's kind of weird how the text doesn't correct itself, but if you look at it in preview, then you're going to see that it should be it should correct itself. So you have them all nicely organized, nicely worded. It doesn't appear weird when you look at it in preview. So we looked at the various other question types that you can use in MS Forms. And like I said, I mean, I wouldn't use these for a quiz, but they're really neat little features. Like you can either use, like in this case, where you have multiple question types, or you can just create a form with one specific type of question, like in the case of self-evaluation or peer evaluation. What's really cool is that you don't need any external sources. You will be provided with this template so that you can copy, use as a model. Obviously, you're going to have the tutorials to guide you along, and I remain at your disposal for questions to help you through using MS Forms. If this is the tool that you choose to use, just be gentle with yourself. When you start using something for the first time, it might take a while, but the more you use it, the easier it gets, and then you can just add to your bank of tools that you can use to support yourself and your students.